Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay,
What
how
about,
is, I'm sorry?
I say, what about you?
I'm doing great too. How was your weekend?
Uh, because I'm doing quarantine, so weekend is just like the weekdays.
Oh, I'm sure. How was your quarantining going?
So far so good because I have a lot of friends. They will call me and they will do FaceTime with me, and also I have homework to do, so the time passed very fast.
Okay, well that's good that it's going by fast. How many days has it been that you've been in quarantining now?
It's my 8 days so far, so I still have like 10. It's like I also have 13 days to go.
13 days to go. Okay,
Yeah,
got it. You got it. That's good
yeah,
that you're staying busy though, that you're able to talk to your friends, you're able to do your homework, so that's good. So it moves by quicker, so you're not home bored at least.
yeah. I think if have internet, all the things will get easier.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, for sure. And you're able to get food and water and everything from the place you're staying at, right?
Yeah, and also I can use app to make some deliver food. Yeah,
Oh,
but you have time limit. You also it just only open in the midnight time. Yeah, but I think it's good because in some city like during quarantine like you don't have any time to use what deliver or like not get any package. Yeah, so I'm satisfied with that.
yeah, I know. I'm glad that you're able to do that. You're able to order something if you need it. So that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. So let's go. Let's talk about today's topic, where the name is Don't Wake Up the Wombat." So let's take a look at the video, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
You want to know something that's really kind of interesting? A little gross, I guess. They have a bone in their backs here that when they actually poop, it's kind of like one of those Play-Doh fun factory machines. Their poop is square. What? Square poop. Australia is home to a plethora of unique animal species. And whether they are dangerous and potentially deadly, like the eastern brown snake, or absolutely adorable, like the brush-tailed possum, we were excited to be getting the cameras up close. In this episode, we are back at the Billabong Sanctuary. Located in Nome, a small town just south of Townsville in North Queensland, this family-owned and operated establishment is home to over 50 native species. Proudly listed as one of Queensland's top ecotourism attractions, for nearly 35 years, they have been contributing to conservation efforts while also providing the public with a hands-on education about wildlife. Today, I will be getting to know one of their permanent residents, a unique marsupial known as Wanda, the wombat. All right, guys, now the next animal we're going to meet.
That's okay. Hi, Chloe. How are you?
Teacher. Everything well, thank you.
Okay, that's great. How did your weekend go?
This week I work from home, so just take a break.
Okay, how's work going?
Mm, because the epidemic is outbreaking recently, so students they don't need to go to school, and teachers we take turn to go to school. And this week it's my turn to stay at home. And actually, I just finished anything any plan and schedule for school, so I sleep for whole day today.
Well, that's good. You also need to rest as well, so that's good. How is it like teaching online now?
Mm, wait, because kindergarten they don't need to learn online, so we don't need to teach online.
Okay.
So I think it's likely to have less time to take a break for me.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, on that note, we're going to be talking about animals. Chloe, whenever we're together, we always talk about animals. So we're going to be
Great.
talking about more animals again. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this video on. We're going to take a look at it, and then we're going to go from there, okay?
Okay.
You want to know something that's really kind of interesting? A little gross, I guess. They have something. We were excited to be getting the cameras up close. In this episode, we are back at the Billabong Sanctuary. Located in Nome, a small town just south of Townsville in North Queensland, this family-owned and operated establishment is home to over 50 native species. Proudly listed as one of Queensland's top ecotourism attractions, for nearly 35 years, they have been contributing to conservation efforts while also providing the public with a hands-on education about wildlife. Today, I will be getting to know one of their permanent residents, a unique marsupial known as Wanda, the wombat. All right, guys, now the next animal we're going to meet is just over here off to the side. This is one of the most bizarre-looking mammals I think I have ever seen. Have you guys ever heard of a wombat? No, you haven't? Maybe you have? Well, get ready because we're about to meet Wanda. All right, bring her in. Oh, this is going to be wild. Oh, look at you. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Sure that's not an oversized koala, Coyote?
It kind of looks like a giant gerbil meets a guinea pig, but this is in fact a marsupial. Look, this is her rump right here. Let me see if I can kind of get her to turn this direction. Can I turn her around? Sure. Push her up like this. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, there you go. Oh, let's put you right here. What do you think? You lie down right there. There we go. Whoa, look at that creature. Like a big bump on a log. All right, I'm gonna actually come behind her here. I think that may be easier. Look at that. That is a wombat. Have you ever seen a wombat before?
Never.
This is my first time ever being in contact with a wombat. Look at that adorable face. Hi, how are they doing? Well, if she play bites, they do have rodent-like teeth, and they use those teeth to gnaw through bark, grasses, and roots. And how do you get to those roots? You use those incredible claws, right? Can we take a look at your claws? Because that is one of the most impressive things about the wombat is their ability to dig. I know. We're just starting to get to know each other, though, right? Wow, those claws are impressive. Now they have these big paws, right? They spread out like this, almost like the claws of a badger. And they dig down deep into a burrow. And that's where they will get down to the good roots, right? Are roots better, a little deeper down? Now, this is a marsupial related to koalas. And this is like the koala of the ground, right? They don't actually climb up into trees. But believe it or not, this stout little animal, if it needs to, can move at speeds of close to 25 miles an hour. So short little legs, plump body, and incredible speed. They almost look like a groundhog. Did you know that? We have
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video from there because it's a 10-minute long video. So I'm going to stop it from here, and then we're gonna just go into some of the reading, and then we'll go from there, Chloe, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Chloe. So have you ever seen this type of animal before?
Just on the news because Australia they had big fire last year.
Yeah,
So
forest fire, yeah.
yes, so I saw it last year and just on the news.
Yeah. They're called, so they're a part of the same family as koala. They're marsupials.
Marsupials.
Yeah, so this species is called a marsupial, and it's a family within the koala. Okay, so can I get you to read these sentences for me that I've highlighted?
Okay. Wanna know something that's really kind of interesting and a little gross, I guess? They have a bone in their backs here that when they actually poop, it's kind of like one of those Play-Doh fun factory machines. Their poop is weird. Australia is home to a plethora of unique animal species, and whether they are dangerous and potentially deadly, like the eastern brown snake, or absolutely adorable, like the brush-tailed possum.
Awesome.
We were excited to be getting the cameras up close.
Perfect. Good job, Chloe. Do you have any questions on any words you're unsure of?
Plethora.
Yeah, plethora. So what this word means is a lot. There's a lot of this type of marsupial in Australia. There's so many marsupials in Australia. And that's what plethora means, that there's a lot of different species within Australia.
And possum is kind of animal?
Yeah, possum is a type of animal. I can so possum is within, this is how possums look like. So they're part of the same family. They're cute. Yeah, they're cute.
Like a little fox.
Yeah, they're like a little fox. Exactly, they're like a little fox. So they're part of the same family. They're cute little. They're cute. So that's what possum means. Then, any other words that you're unsure of?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll read this portion. In this episode, we went back at the Billabong Sanctuary, located in Noman, a small town just south of Townsville in North Queens Island. This family-owned and operated establishment is home to over 50 native species. Proudly listed as one of Queensland's top ecotourism attractions for nearly 35 years, they have been contributing to conservation effects while also offering the public with hands-on education about wildlife. So what's what's happening in Australia in this town is that they have an ecotourism attraction where these animals are habitated, that they're living in there, and they're keeping them safe. They're showing the population that we have these animals. They're from the wildlife, and we're doing our best to preserve their species. Do you have any questions?
Billabong.
Billabong, yeah.
Billabong Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
Yeah, sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
So what sanctuary means is a sort of area that the species are in. So it's like their own region. And Billabong just is the name of their sanctuary, their spot that these species are in. Let me show you a picture. So it's like it's a kind of like a village for the wildlife animals. So it's called Billabong Sanctuary because that's where they keep the animals together in that environment, in the community. So in short, sanctuary just means an area where you can put everyone together, and it can be like a community for those animals. And it's a safe environment where they're fed, they can play, and they can be safe. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now, can I get you to read me these highlighted sentences?
Okay. Today I will be getting to know one of their permanent resident, a unique marsupial known as Wanda the wombat. Alright guys, now the next animal we're going to meet is just over here off to the side.
Perfect. Chloe, can I get you to read this word one more time?
Permanent.
Perfect, yeah, permanent. So what they're basically meeting these different marsupials in the Billabong Sanctuary. Now, why do you think it's important to have certain animals in a wildlife refuge? Why do you think certain animals need to be taken care of that way?
You mean living the wild?
Yeah, wildlife. Why do you think this type of animal or animals species are in a community? Why are they taken care of that way, and why are they not out in the wild doing animal stuff?
Is because they are extinct.
Endangered?
Yes.
Yeah, like you were saying, you were going in the same page. They could go extinct. So they could. You are right that they could potentially go in extinction, but they have this wildlife refuge to keep them together, to preserve them. To keep them safe, so that the animals can breed, and they can still form a family later on. Okay. Chloe, can I get you? Let's do something fun today. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna read a sentence and you'll read a sentence, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna start, what I'll do is I'll start on line 26. So
Mhm.
I'll read line 26, you can read 27, 28, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's start. And how do you get to those routes?
You use those incredible clouds, right?
Because this is one of the most impressive things about the combat, is their ability to dig.
Those clouds are impressive. They spread out almost like the clouds of a Avenger.
Bad, yeah. And they dig down deep into a burrow.
Now this is a marsupial related to koalas.
And this is like the koala of the ground, right?
They don't actually climb up into trees, but believe it or not, this stout little animal, if it needs to, can move at speed of close to 25 miles an hour.
So short little legs, a plump body, and an incredible speed.
You almost look like a groundhog.
Mhm.
Did you know what? Did you know that?
We have groundhogs in America, in Ohio, America, and very similar colorization, but they are not related to a groundhog. Okay, so reading a few of these sentences, are there any words that you are unsure of, or do you want me to pronounce for you?
Badger.
So what a badger is, here I'll write that down for here as well. So it's part of the claws of the animal. So let me show you a picture so you get a. So they're a type of, because what it was saying here, they spread out almost like the claws of a badger. It's a type of animal because of their claws. They have these big claws and they can attack. So it's this type of animal. A badger is another, it's just another animal.
Okay.
It kind of looks like like a panda with the face, the stripes.
It's also famous in Australia.
I don't really know much about these baggers. So they're famous everywhere because
Oh.
they have some in America. There are American baggers, there are European baggers, there's hood baggers, there are honey baggers. So they can kind of be in all sorts of the world. It just depends on how they are raised.
Oh, okay.
But the main thing is that they have paws that attack. So that's what it was saying, how the wombat has incredible paws. They're very strong. Any other words? No problem.
Burrow.
Burrow? Yeah, burrow. So when you know how animals, or for example turtles, how they dig into the ground to lay their eggs, or how birds dig into the ground to lay their eggs. So they dig and they form a little home, which is called the burrow, where they're able to keep their children, their eggs, and it's a safe spot for them and where they can go to sleep. So it's like a home for them. It's a home for animals.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Are there any other words?
Groundhog.
Groundhog. Yeah. So a groundhog is actually a type of animal as well. So So they're part of the rodents. So they're small. They're kind of like they look like squirrels. You know,
So
they're
cute.
cute. That's how they are. They're
I like its teeth.
yeah, the teeth. It's like it's smiling. They're so cute. They're also known as like wood chips because of their teeth. So it's like a wood chip.
So cute.
Yeah, they're really cute. So yeah, once again, groundhogs, they're an animal and they can be found anywhere as well. In America, in Canada, all over the North American continent, and they're really cute. I think they're cute. What about any other words?
No.
Okay. So I'm actually write that ground. So let's continue on, okay? I'll go and read 37 and then we'll go downwards. She definitely looks sleepy right now, doesn't she?
Now they're primarily
Primarily
nocturnal.
Nocturnal. Yes. So what nocturnal means is they're basically, let me write this down. So nocturnal are able to, so these are different rodents. So they're able to see vision at night. They can move around and they can see light at nighttime. So they're able to function at night as well. They don't have to only be able to see during the daytime. Okay. Can you just say that word one more time? The sentence, those two words one more time.
Primarily nocturnal.
Yeah, primarily nocturnal.
Nocturnal.
Yes, perfect, boy. Now we can see the paws.
Now look at the size of her body.
Let's take a look at the wombat's rump.
All of the backside of the wombat is a solid mass of cartilage.
Yes, cartilage. Perfect. Not only is the fur incredibly coarse, but this is solid right there.
So what they will do is just kind of push their wrap up out of the back of the hole.
And a predator can't actually get to them.
You wanna know something that's really kind of interesting and a little gross, I guess. Sorry.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Sorry, do you want to repeat this one sentence
Okay.
again? I can hear you.
You wanna know something that's really kind of interesting and a little gross, I guess.
See, I'm right here by the back end of the wombat.
They have a bone in their backs there that when they actually poop, it's kind of like one of those Play-Doh fun factory machines. Their poop is square.
Now, they only poop about every 14 days.
It takes that long for all the bark and roots and grasses to process through their system.
Perfect, Chloe. Good job. Good job. You're doing really good. I'm really impressed with
Thank you.
That was really good. Really good. I'm so happy. You read all the sentence very smoothly with any words that you weren't sure on how to pronounce. You took your time and you enunciated the words. So I'm very, very impressed. Good job.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions or anything regarding what we just read, or any words you want more clarification on?
I want to know cartilage. Cartilage.
Yeah. So what cartilage means is it's a part of our bone. So we have in our bones we have ligaments, we have joints, we have muscles. So a cartilage is part of that. They are part of our bone structure. So let me show you a picture so I can better explain to you. So this is a picture of our bone, and we have a cartilage right there. So what a cartilage basically means is it's within our bones, because we have a bone, then we have a cartilage that supports the bone, muscles that support the bone. So what it was saying is that this type of animal has a big structure, and the bones, the cartilage, and the muscles are all protecting it and keeping the body big. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Well, do you have any other questions before we wrap up today? Anything that you want to go over?
I think everything good.
Everything's good? Well, once again, Chloe, you're doing amazing. So keep up the good work, and hopefully the yellow is not doing well. You're having fun with him, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Bye, Chloe. It was
Yeah.
great to meet you again.
Have a good day.
Yes, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.